Continue from where we left off. Now let's learn a little bit on the math functions. In Java we have a math dot POW, SQRT, stuff like that. So let's learn a bit of them on Python. So to do that on Python, just say math, sorry, import math. That's all. So you can say print math dot. Let's say we have several math functions C. So let's say C. We have 3.142. Let's go. So you get 4. There are several math functions. You can just search it out. This is just how to use it. So I'll show you what to do. I'll drop some extra list of these math functions, but this is just how you apply them the same way as before. So moving straight to the next one. We also have square root of 16, like math dot SQRT. You can see it works just as before, and that's just it. We also have how you can see two. So it still works. So it is the same application, same way of applying the previous source. So it is over here. So let's move to the next lesson. So let's go to the next lesson, which is if statement. So just to quickly test this after this 3.1142. So it works. So over to if statement. So now an if statement, like I already say, when you're in your JavaScript, this is how you write an if statement, right? So you say, but it is not so for Python. You can see it's giving us an error. Okay, you might say because the place is empty. Let's see. Married. True. So put the JPG, put in married there, and so you still get that error. But one thing you should note is that for if statements, we have two sections in if statement. We have the true section and the false section. So for this part of the if statement is actually a function that runs based on a certain condition, if it is true or false. So when the certain condition is true, the section that's going to run is the section for 4 to 6, as you can see from this part to this. But any code inside of this in between is what's going to run when it is true. So this section only listen to or obey when it only gets called when the condition is true. It only listens for true statement. While this other part S is listening for false statement. So if I come here now and put married as usual, normally what should be here when you're writing an if statement, you need to understand this is true. So if the statement is true, only this part will be run. But if it is not true, then else will be run. So if here is false, this section is not going to run. So it's going to accept this function. Only this else statement will be run. So when this statement is true, this else section will be ignored. But when this section is false, this part will be ignored, this else statement will be ignored. So that is the logic. So to write an if statement in Python, we'll say if, then you write. Python is just like writing a book, a story. That is just it. You put a quote here, you can see automatically it knows that it's an if statement. It doesn't go to the beginning. So I can say print. If it is true, if this guy is married, we'll say John is a married man. If it's not true, else. So it's basically the same way we do write our Java, but this one there's no parentheses that's wrapping everything. So that's the difference between Python and Java. So John is single. So if we run this, we get John is a married man. Because why? We set here to true. So whenever we say married is equal to what? True. It's automatically what? True. So remember, this section only listens to true. So if this statement is true, this part is going to run, and the computer is going to ignore anything else. If there are 99 other else statements, else if the computer only please pick the one that's true. So when one of them is true, the computer will ignore every other one, no matter how many there are. So that is just it. So if I turn this to false, it's going to print out John is single. John is still single, okay, single. There's a reason for that. It's not a crime. So John is single. So we also have else if. We also have else if, which is elif, not elif, sorry. And this one, it says if John is married and you see the hand working here now, and what does it again? And has a job, has job, okay, has a job. So this is a variable. Let me click that variable here now. So I'll come here and say true. So if he has a job, then print John is a happy man. John is a happy man. He's a happy man. So John is a happy man. So whenever you're using an if statement, you have to take note of these two operators. We have the not operator. We have the or operator and the and operator. When you're using the logic or, the computer is only going to consider any one of the two statements. So we have two conditions here. If there's married and has job, so the computer is only going to consider one of them. If any one of them is true, it will run. If both are true, it will run. If one is true, it will run. But when you're using and, the two has to be true. It means married has to be set to true and as job has to be set to true. So if as job is false and married is true, it's not going to work. If any one of them is false, it's not going to work. So if we run this, let's look now. This side, the computer will move from top to bottom, right? So for the first one, if John is married, so is it true or false? We set it to false, so this is not going to run. Over to the next one. Is married true and is job true? Because it's still listening for true and true. So this is he's saying is this side is it true and true? So is married, what is married is false. So that's automatically cancelled. It's not going to work. So we're going to move over to the last, which is yes. So what we're going to say on our screen now is John is single. See, John is single. So if I'm to turn is married to true, we'll get John is a happy, okay, happy man. Happy man. Happy man. So true. See, John is a happy man. Okay, married man. Is he married? Oh, yeah. It's correct. Now, you can see what is happening right here now. This is what is known as a precedence, level of precedence. And in this case, in such case, we want that a situation whereby if both are true, this one should come first. So that's where listening level of precedence, we call it precedence or priority comes in. So instead of me listening for just my single affairs, I'll listen for these two first. So cut it out and paste it here. Then come over here and paste this one here. This paste. So if I run this time around, oh, we get this error and okay, the semicolon, the column is missing. So run. We get John is a married man. Why is that? Oh yeah, it's correct. So happy. Change this to copy, paste, and John is a married man. Cut and here I'll say married. So if we run this, John is a happy man. So if I set any one of them to false, I say false, you're going to get John is a married man. So this if statement, this just it's no different from this is how you write it. It was the case of Java. If it was the case of Java, you say else if then else. This is how you have done it in Java. Then you say married and you can now say and this symbol and see and has job as a job. So this is how you have done it in Java. Then yeah, else if married. This is how you have done it in Java. And one thing I must say, some person might be confused. Hold on a second. You are saying married is true, but we are not. Okay, I've seen some in cases where we do this. You say equal to true or false, or probably even something else like hi. So yeah, it works that way. In the case of just true and false, by default, this is what it means. But you can still choose to do this. It's your choice. You can choose to do that. It's your choice. So that is just how it is. So that is it for if statement. Let's move over to the next lesson. I want this to be short as possible. So we also have the or. You see, you can also make use of the or. So John is also an happy man. So now let's go straight to the next lesson, which is for loop. So before we move over to for loop, I want to show you how to create an array, which is very important. So let's say here my array is just the same way, just as Java. Let's say it's an array of string. You don't have to declare the type. Just go straight away. You say Sam. Here you say John. You can say Kevin, and you can say look in this case, look. So if you want this, we don't get any errors. So this is how you create an array on Python. So if we print this out, print out this array, my array, we see the list of all these items: Sam, John, Kevin, and look. So you get where this is going. Now you can integrate through this just as in your Java where you say int I is equal to 0, semicolon, I is less than my array, and there's one beauty about this Java which I'll show you in a minute. Then say I plus plus. Then you come here and say print what's that again? Come here and say print I yeah. Okay, for that I don't say system.out, but just let's assume print. Okay, let me use pure Java system.out.print new line. So you say my array, then bracket, then inside of the bracket, then say I. So similarly, you don't do this for Python, but you want to do this for Java. So you don't do this for Java. How am I saying? Yeah, right. You don't do this for Python. This is for Java. So for Python, you say for. So you don't remember one beauty about Python is that there are no scary symbols. Like everything is just about symbol in just as other languages. There's no parentheses, so you just go straight. So you can say I, then in, then my array. So yeah, I don't need to declare the length of the array. It will just take it automatically. So I put my semicolon, my colon, then print. Let's say I. So if I print this, I'm getting that error still because of what I have here. So get rid of it. One. So we get Sam, John, Kevin, and look. This is Python. Wow. So let me give it the proper name. Item. So it's more like a for loop. Sorry, a for each loop. It's more like a for each loop. Then we have something called for each loop. So you can integrate through this list. You can also integrate through a string. You can integrate through a string. You know what I'm talking about. So we have from there you can now begin to input in your for loop, your if statement. Sorry, you can put in your if statement and just like that. Wow, this is Python. Python is very easy. In at least in a way, it's easy. Academy. So you can also look to your string. You can look to a string. If I say MSG, now I'm going to get a whole bit. Okay, I'm going to get a very long list. I have to put my colon. Coding made easy. You can see this. Oh, that is Python. So this is just it. This is just Python for you. So I can put my if statement here by saying if, just as usual. I can say if this is this. So this is for loop. This is just for for loop. Let me get rid of this and put in my array. So this is the difference in syntax compared to Java and Python. So I faced the problem. You can take a look at it. The correct counter up above and stay the same typically. I don't know, this my code editor is well. So if we run this, so if I say start, we keep on printing stats till we get to so we get to we God knows when. So let me actually print counter to see what's going on, to know if counter is actually increasing or decreasing. So we have counter. If we print this, it starts. You can see we constantly keep on getting 0, and that's why it's not ending. So this is the difference between, unlike Java, you can just do this or do this. So it's not so for, it's not actually so for Python. So we can do it the normal way by doing this. Counter is equal to counter, counter is equal to counter plus 1. So if we run this, let's see, start. Now counter is increasing. Yeah. So quickly, there's something I want to show us in this in general. I don't know how your question may come or what it may contain, but there's a function in Java called range. So this helps you generate a list of numbers from 0 to the range you specify, -1. So if we print this out now, to say print range, no. I want to store this in a variable. Let's say let's say numbers equal to, so if we print numbers, but majorly most time this is used for for loops. We get this error because, so it's not going to work. But let me use it in a for loop now. Let's say for item in this range. Then we run this and I do this print item. So if I run this, still getting the same issues. What is going on? Like seriously, I'm tired of this editor. I don't know if I should change it. Not to change actually, to update. It has been long since I had this editor and I think it needs some updating. Range. So I can say 5. So if I do print for loop item in this, we're getting the same error. Where is this error coming from? Let me just get rid of everything, start afresh. So we have 4. We have item in range 5, and then we have a column. So print item. Now it's working. I don't know why it didn't work before, but now it's working. So I think I have to update this my editor. So if I print 10, you notice that the last number is always minus in the last number. So if I put level, it's going to be that 10. So this might come very, this might come in handy. In case you're asking exam, how do you write a code that can generate a list of number from 1 to 16 range? This is just the method range. That's it. You can also say, let's say, start from 10 to all the way to 20. So we have 10 to 19, you see. So you can also give a, let me make it 21, so that you end at 20 on the dot. You can also give it a interval, like a space, that how I put it, like the range at which it moves. So like 2 to 2. So I can say, so to be 12, 14, 16. See, 12, 14, 16, just like that. So that is what the barring. So I just put that in case you are asked, depending on what you are asked to do. So just a quick lesson. Let's just, because I'll be bringing this video to an end now. We've done most of the things that you might be needing. You don't have to do everything in one video. So let's just do everything on 3 lessons on, let's say 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 7, 5, just a random value. So how to use an array? If we run this, we get no errors, right? Yeah, we get no errors. So let me just get rid of this range and look over my array itself. So I'll say array. So these are, is this 37? No, 9, not 7. So these are what we have, the item in our list. So we can add item to this list, we can move, we can do whatever we want to do, just as a format, what I've been doing before. So if we want to add item to this list, we say array dot append. Let's say what append needs to add. That's 11. Now we get 11. So we can also remove, we can say remove, I hope I showed you guys clear for Java, the clear method. I don't know if I actually did, but it's alright. So let's see if that's actually left one. Yeah. So yeah, it's there. You can see this first occurrence to 7 is no longer there. We can clear the entire array, which is just to say clear. Oh, sorry, error. There's not supposed to be an argument. So we get no array anymore. The same thing for Java. When you're dealing with your array list, this is how you did remove and clear. But for Python, it is append child, but for Java, it is hard. So we also have a list of bunch of other methods. So we also have one called insert. So this insert is the difference between insert and append. Append takes the item you're adding to the end, which is the last behind the last item. But in insert, you can specify which location, which index you want it to be. So you can say, let's say be at index, let's say 3, and then you want to have a certain number, let's say 6. Okay, 5 is missing. So 0, 1, 2, 3. The item at index 3 right now is 7. So you want to say at index 7, you want to add 5. So you're not actually replacing 7. You see, we get 7 then 5. You actually say after index 3, add this number. That's before it goes to index 4. So you get 2, 3, 4, 7, then 5, then 4. Because this is at index 0, not to place it at index 0. So you see, we get 5, 2, 24. That's the difference between insert and append child. So which other ones we have? Let's see, we have pop, which is a popular method. With pop is similar to remove. Pop is remove. So we can remove let's say 7. Okay, it's actually okay, go back. So we have pop. So let's say we want to remove an item. So pop, the difference between pop and remove. Remove, you can specify the exact item, but in pop you have to use the index. So let's say index 4. right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me move 4, G7, not 4. So, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3, rather 3, not 4. So, in this case, number 7 is going to be removed from the list. So sad. Well, 7 is still there. What's going on? 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. So, 2, 34, 7, 9, 7. 2, 34, 7, 9, 7. It's actually removing 4 instead of 0. Oh, I'm not actually due to my screen. My screen is cracked. So I'm not saying that these 34 are together. I'm actually counting them separately, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So meaning 0, 1, 2. This also having 2 since it's 7. I'm not actually remove 2. So 2, and now 7 is gone. So sad. So let's proceed. Let's see if there's anything we can add to this lesson. So next we'll be moving to there are other very useful things you must know. We also have index of, but let's get used to this. Let's want to get the item at 1. Nope, that's not what I want. We have to do it here. Just the case. Over here now. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So it's coming from this part. Oh, item. Sorry, forgive me. That's my bad. Print actually print. Array, then array square brackets index 1. So we get 34. So let me just get rid of this so it doesn't confuse anybody. So we get 34 for run it again. We get 34, which really 34 happens to be at the index. So we also have a method called index of okay, let me just say tester rather than clearing. So we have tester, and tester is equal to, so tester is equal to array.index. So in JavaScript it's actually index, but in Python it's index. So Python is cool. They didn't you just make it exactly the same? Where is as Python? Let's check what one just entered just now. Index of 34 gets 1. So this gives you the index after this item you entered is located. So it gives you back the index 2. So we also have one called just like the one you're given in Java, sort. To sort this array, you can see it's actually totally disordered now. So to sort this array, this is what you do. You have to say, so it's showing none because we are actually printing out the tester. So instead of printing out tester here, I have to print out the array itself, which is ARR. Now we're going to get it 24779 See, our list is now sorted out. So we can also say we also have a method for counting the numbers of duplicate item in your list. You can say count. So what item do you want to count? We know that 7 is a duplicate in this list. So we can count 7, and let's print out count tester. So count. You see 2. We have 2. Indeed 7 repeat. 7 is indeed 2 in this list. So let me quickly show you something. In back to that index, unlike other like JavaScript, let me say I call on 20. So we get an error in this case. But like JavaScript will show you -1. So it means, what if you're using this on the front end and the user enters something that's not in our list? Meaning your website is just going to crash. So it is not safe to use this, or else you have to monitor it using if statements. Or so to use, the best thing to do is to say, you can use the in statement which we used before. You can say 20 in our list. Is it part of our list? So it's more like include. So in JavaScript it says include array. So see, we get false. So 20 is not in the list. So you say fact is, what if you say 2 is 2 in the list? We get true. So these are several methods you have to be familiar with. You can also reverse your array just when you sort it in ascending. You can also reverse it depending on if the lecturer asks you to do that. You can say reverse this. You don't get any error. But if we put okay, let me just do that by saying array copy paste. We get 794730. No 7. Let me see. 7. Okay, yeah, it's really indeed reverse 7947. 34, 22. Okay, I think, yeah, reverse is true. It's coming from the way it is from the end. So it is not actually being sorted. So let's say, let me sort it first. I was thinking of sort. So if I sort this first before I reverse it, it's going to sort itself then reverse. So you can still get 34,97742. So these are just the methods you need to get familiar with. Append 50. So you can see. So you just need to get familiar with this. We also have one quickly if I forget. We also have we have one called copy. Questions can likely come from this one as well. So that's what I'm taking time to show you. Copy. So what this array is going to be copied to this new array 1. So instead of printing array, I'm going to print that array 1. So we get the same thing basically. So you can see now we get the exact value. So just for you to really see that is really working, let me copy this entire thing and print it twice, and then get rid of this. Now because we sorted this normal array, so you see the difference between them. Now you see. So in case you ask question on reverse sort, copy, index, move, clear, pop, append, just name it in there, the includes that we've used so far. You should be able to answer them. So from my experience, what we've done so far, it should be enough for you to answer all several questions will come into you tomorrow. So it matches up with what you've learned so far in your Java as well, except from class, but it's still basically the same thing. Just specify the word class and give it a name, play, then do the usual, So this is just it. So if you have any question, can please post on the group before your exam tomorrow, and I'll be there to answer you. So you can still post tonight. So thank you very much for your time and patience. Please do not forget to subscribe, and God bless you. Have a wonderful day.